Calbee potato chips. Japan has been reaching for this same bag for over 50 years. Let's find out why. I want to tell you the story of the person who first made this potato chip. 1949. Only 4 years had passed since the war ended. Hiroshima was still in ruins. A man named Takashi Matsuo built a small food company there. His reason was simple. He wanted to bring nutrition to children, not wealth, not a big company, just food for children who had none. That wish still lives in the name of the company. Calbee. Cal, from calcium. B, from vitamin B1. He named his company after nutrients. Before making a single product, he already had a philosophy. That was the beginning of Calbee. Calbee's first hit product was not a potato chip. Kappa Ebison, a prawn cracker, released in 1964. Light, crispy, made with small shrimp. It sold across Japan almost immediately. Calbee became a household name. But Takashi Matsuo was not satisfied. In 1967, he traveled to the United States. What he saw there stopped him in his tracks. Potato chips stacked floor to ceiling, factories running at a scale he had never imagined. Could we do this in Japan? A simple question, but to answer it, Calbee spent years building something entirely from scratch. And in 1975, they finally brought potato chips to the Japanese market. When Calbee began making potato chips, they hit a wall immediately. Japanese potatoes were not suited for the task. The varieties grown at the time had too much sugar. When fried, they turned dark and burnt. That thin, crisp texture, the one you know, simply would not come. So Calbee made an unusual decision. They would change the potato itself. They worked with Hokkaido farmers to develop and grow potatoes suited for chips. They built systems to manage cultivation, harvesting, and storage, all from the ground up. One such variety was Toyoshiro, a potato grown for one purpose. A food company reaching into agriculture. At the time, almost no one did this. But Calbee did, because they refused to compromise. If the ingredient is wrong, the product will be wrong. The founders' philosophy ran all the way down to the soil. Today, Calbee still operates vast farms across Hokkaido. Many of the chips in this bag began their life in that soil. I want to end with the most important part. Why lightly salted? When Takashi Matsuo visited America, he arrived at the beginning of a flavor explosion. BBQ, sour cream and onion. More seasoning, bolder flavors, stronger tastes. That was the American answer. The answer Matsuo brought back to Japan was the opposite. Subtraction. He did not want to cover the flavor of the potato that Calbee had spent years cultivating with Hokkaido farmers. So instead of adding more, he removed everything but a thin layer of salt. This is an idea deeply rooted in Japanese food culture. When making dashi, you do not add, you draw out. You let the ingredients speak. Matsuo brought that same philosophy to a bag of potato chips. That became lightly salted, usu-shio in Japanese. Half a century has passed. Usu-shio remains Calbee's defining product. No matter how many new flavors have come, this one has never changed. Why have the Japanese chosen this for 50 years? The answer was always inside the bag. Respect for the ingredient, the art of subtraction, and the philosophy of one man who, from the very beginning, put the person eating first. That is still alive in every thin, crisp chip.